You can read down and
Yeah.
That was your writing.
Nature wrote a Sangha in Greater New England, just invited me to Tokudo Shiki.
Oh, okay.
I had to read everybody last night because school was.
Oh yeah, I can definitely read Japanese on my.
So,
I'm with the Chogi Order and with Quantum School. I sort of have a dual lineage. So,
cool.
but I'm one of the students at HDS, so I've gotten an occasion over the summer.
I see. Cool. Okay, well, welcome.
Thank you.
Weren't you like a nun for 9 years?
I was a Chogi Order nun for 9 years, mostly in South Korea. I did all my religious education over there. But I left monastic life last year, and now it's not just here.
I see. So the broadcast is on. Anybody that signs in can see everything and hear everything you say. So just an FYI.
Don't say anything.
I want to watch that presentation.
I'll shave it upstairs and we'll come back down.
Yeah.
So you can just tell my head is shaped like a peanut, then send me back out.
That sounds good. Actually, I had one of my teammates when I swam in high school, and the guys who shaved their head before big meets, and his head looked like a brain. It was very ridged, so of course the hair grew in. It was really bad. He never shaved his head again.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I doubt it's going to be that bad for you. That was the
I've been feeling it. It doesn't seem that. I think I got like a little bump back here. That's not too
Yes.
well.
Someone trying to get on there?
So that is. So now we got the silver.
Yeah, we're
Somebody
here.
just joined.
Rebels.
Oh, I thought we were having a session.
It's an appropriate experience, but I'm not sure where.
Anywhere you want over here, the green cushions and chairs and stuff over there.
Actually, grab a repetition. Put it right here.
Oh, right.
Actually, switch her with Max. Put Max there. Put her here.
Okay. Yes, we'll let you know. Would you like a bench?
No, thanks. I love these questions.
Yeah, they tend to kind of make you ouch inwards for me.
Yeah, I have so much stuff on my just I have bad hips.
No.
And sometimes trying to crunch up on the cushions.
Out of stays every time my hips are just like.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, my hips always make it up. Things go pop, 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 pop. So, rest. Just in case I'd forgotten. This is us.
Hi.
Hi, Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan's my boyfriend. He'll be moving up in September.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned. Did he make it?
Oh, not for this. He's just watching online, but he said he'd come to the dojo in Japan, which is this, so I figured I'd cut it past.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. How long? Okay, great.
That's it. And if when he comes back, he wants to get into religionist. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of every serve, a little bit more like Hote.
Stop.
Oh. The guy I went to middle school from Japan is like, where's the link for this? He's in Florida.
Okay.
Purple or comment is likes vegetarian. More so, he's been eating vegetarian. Just every time he has a vegetarian. But he still works at Coach, which is
Yeah.
Yes.
we live here. Like I sleep right there.
Yeah, upstairs.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
restroom from the back, if you.
Oh, great, yeah, that's right.
I'll show you where those are.
It's streaming, but the ceremony's not yet started. Oh,
Right.
that's okay.
Really weird that. So I told him that.
There's teaching, and then that's other girl that's going through
Never expected us to really be friends. Be like,
Tokudo service. Yeah.
oh yeah.
And she gets bald as well?
This is the temple that I have been to go visit. Their front door is there, and upstairs. She's a bit lower. I only met him once. I mean, the temple, he just remember. And then the Shami. So that's kind of like the temple's boss.
A vow in unison.
They have the priest there, and that's
After secret like this.
like the head.
And right, you can go right across.
At least if it's all right.
Right in front of God, at the altar, just a typical vow. When it occurs.
He's doing it.
And we won't be sitting here during that point. We'll be over here so you can do the restoration.
Probably not because of space and time.
Yeah.
Also, there's nothing worse than second in the room. Exactly where it's going.
Yeah.
So just a very, you give a generous pitch
Yeah.
and turn around, do that counterclockwise, turn around and bow.
They text
So-
you.
And I'm going to Marshall, you let him know you've done this before, so.
So come this way, bow once to the altar. When do I bow to the country?
Actually, you can step right up.
Thank
And,
maybe I'll go first, maybe I'll be sure to go down here, and then when it's clear, just bow. Then you step up here, and you can bow.
You're going first next.
Okay, well, okay, but I'm gonna try and brief people, so I'll have to go around and do it again.
Right.
And then we'll be right across from each other. You can bow exactly.
So we
with
bow
me.
together.
Yeah.
Great, and then.
It's very helpful. It can be kind of confused.
Just one offering, because we all get just one.
Some people's always have a protocol, once you realize that there's just a protocol, and you just ask, all right, how do y'all do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's really full ride high enough in the yards, but we will be, have a lot of people back in. Once you get the room going, if you want to disturb it, don't know what it is. Again, it's kind of a problem. People do the wrong thing for the 20 minutes or so. That's all right.
So you asked about a residential community.
Yeah.
I don't think our school does that the same way that your school probably does.
Yeah, the quantum school has a very particular emphasis on this, and it's just, it seems like you have a community.
Right,
Players and
right. Yeah.
living in homes, which is not easy to do. They haven't been Paul yet.
I've probably seen him walking around.
He's one of the Bangladesh monks.
Yeah, he came into Poly class.
Yeah, yeah. But in Poly, these communities trying to, he's with Bangladeshi community, trying to start up a monastic center. And find students, and make the economics out of the water. Yeah.
So we don't actually take vows of celibacy per se, because we don't really make bhikkhu and bhikkhuni, nature and listic a monk without precepts. And so that means that if you practice the Lotus Sutra and chant Daimoku, which is the devotional title of the Lotus Sutra, then hopefully that would help you to elicit the ways of acting that the precepts were meant to target, because we don't think that precepts were in and of themselves. So it's like, and then we have a particular strand, which is kind of very consciousness only. We think the world is eternal, but it's joy. And so we don't really focus on getting to a legend or any place like that, because we're trying to bring up good nature. Everything. This is Neil, this is the
Sanju.
Sanjay.
Sanju. Sanju. June like the month. Only word. Sanju. My best friend is one son, so which is like a long time ago.
That's better than I used to tell people.
Charge the cash.
No dollar sign with an O and an A.
Yeah, we did notice. No.
Stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's not raining. It could rain at any minute though. It could rain at any minute.
Yeah, I would, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, well, looks like we need to disappear occasionally.
I thought that we weren't disappearing until.
Oh, 10:10, I have 10 up.
It's all, yeah, 10 after. It's funny, when I was in these so the camera quick.
Oh,
What's that?
People log down.
it just spasms as people.
I think it's trying to flip between like the other people and us.
Hey, Christine.
Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Morning, good, how are you?
Doing well, thanks.
So you
Wow, you
guys
look nice today.
got your, Christine looks nice every day.
Yeah, I was about to save myself from that one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's nice. Oh, well, here, before I forget, let me hand these out. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for your commitment.
Oh, God. It's gonna be a miracle if I make it through the day without crying again.
Oh. That's all right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Benzite and I think maybe different names.
I remember that.
We'll just,
And
yeah,
then,
you won't be able to, so, now, we don't usually balance.
Well, I
what's the Sanskrit?
do, but.
Well, I would not, go down.
Oh, it is so
Yeah, I don't
small.
usually do that.
And this is a specific This is balance.
So do you want me to sit next to people who are not?
Side joke that she's a dragon goddess and also a fox spirit. So she's one of the more mercurial.
That's just so if you sit somewhere, you're gonna have to share.
Always
Like,
noticed.
those secret with someone.
I
Okay.
remember reading stuff for my gender in China class. Some of the fox stories
You
were just.
wanna put your bag below what I want.
This is, this is, of course, my God.
Okay.
And that's Shichimen.
Right.
Shichimen. Some.
You probably don't need to go this because we have a verse in show anyway. We're doing open and when you do more. I text you, say what?
She agreed to our, so she's the deity, now know who will remember spiritual orders.
All right, well, I'll write down what we're.
This is why she helps us here.
Hey, Max.
Go ahead.
I'm good, how are you?
It
No, I
wouldn't
know.
surprise me, I mean, Korean and
So,
Japanese. Oh,
What's on?
Yeah, there's a whole program.
It's all gonna be-
oh, there is,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
no, Korean and.
Oh, good.
And it's numbered.
Oh, excellent.
Teachers, so.
So,
This guy's just got.
Tokyo, that's the first one.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
It was only
I
two.
didn't realize it was.
It's nothing, for the audience, there's nothing crazy
And
going
then
on.
there's
Just
this
hearing
one.
stuff. There's one
Right.
English piece that's in there,
Yeah,
so
it's short.
It's short, it's very.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's same with mine.
Right.
Yeah, I think chanting, we're just doing 2 at 16, so it's
So I'm
nothing.
doing women though, right? They're all two.
Yeah.
Chapters of warrior.
I mean,
And then we're doing all
All of 16, Koben and all of 16.
which isn't really long. Anyways,
No.
16, it's probably what we had this morning, short, you know, it might be short, it's just.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, things are starting to settle. Yep. There's more now.
I'm busy.
Better.
I'm busy.
Oh, good.
I know.
To me, I pay for this.
My ugly came out yesterday. Wow, so we're expecting.
I hope so.
I was very ugly yesterday.
But, yeah.
So, wow, these are. Shonen just make these?
Yeah,
The other day or two ago. That's awesome.
Yeah, our cliff notes.
So this is the Hachi Dairo, the 8 Dragon Kings, chapter 1 of Moses. The one that experience.
Good to know.
He's the dragon. It's how first anger. And then, of course, this is Nichiren.
Oh,
Yeah, Joe is the Japanese name. And so this is Shakyamuni Buddha over here, of course, because he's teaching. And top of Buddha, Buddha made treasures over here.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but that Buddha center because that represents the ancient power. Kishimoji is for Haiti, China, this is over here. One is, patron ministers in order. She gave special money to
I'll sit probably like over there.
Okay.
Just.
But it's,
These are called precepts. They're like statues that we work on. So this is heavy D. This is over $10. Yep. Probably.
10, 11, 12, 13. For 18 is, but like 20 people. We have some. I think that, as of last, they were waiting for the contractor.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, Japan.
So now they're waiting on this guy to submit an estimate so that they can get
It's
that.
really weird that this man is Japan. It's the size of it.
I'm pretty sure we need the estimate to, when he does the appraisal. So those are the next steps. And the other building, I think it's, it hasn't officially, actually,
I actually really like
like,
this.
I think that their management is not. So that's good, that gives them some time.
She was pretty fierce.
To,
She was a grader.
you know, I don't think he knows anything.
Last year, yeah, this was graduate and
Yeah, the bar, that's what I'm talking about, the bar.
but we'll have to
The
see
building.
because you can't really take just say, hey, I need a month in the middle of my doctorate to go do school in Japan and finish my degrees.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
like
if I went straight
out of
for,
there.
I mean, one that I'd go to
Uh,
spring, I think, because they, yeah. And so as long as I'm not teaching right then, I mean, I can probably work actually around my business. Yeah, because they're probably young guys and some are like, they sell their own young guys out. Because, you know, young Japanese and we even have to chant the loudest and continue to say that one. University. Originally from Alabama, and then I went there to Alabama,
It's like
to Spain, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I just trying to keep
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
probably
I
like.
know, I think it's really.
For instance. Well, we're supposed to disappear to after, so. Don't forget the brick head.
This really has spaces.
Don't forget the brick head. I always forget the brick head. Or, yeah.
We only have 5 more minutes, so just.
Yeah. Literally just.
Asia. It's been changed in about half hour, so.
We'll both be Uru, which is dragon. Uru something. So he's like a nice kestrel named Yusei, which means dragon fairy.
That was equal, right? I know, we only stripped 5 minutes, so. Yeah, so Shonen's having to do stuff in the back. Oh, yeah, so we're not gonna skip, we're gonna just leave it back. No,
Yeah, 'cause the last one, was that. I'm sorry.
It didn't get that, no.
Application process, that's why I thought it was scriptural positions.
You know, it's our, after service, we get so we start pushing us a lot. So you try to have it's a little different for us. We just have a
Just fill the box.
So we started.
not too slow.
What's the small box there with that says insurance?
Hello, just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Christine.
Sanju. Sanju. I'm like some of those guys, you like in one word.
Okay,
So
Sanju.
what does Sanju
Nice to
mean?
meet you.
It's the same song as it's superior or eminent, so like, there are a lot of ways to.
Do you want to send the maps?
Preeminent, or superior,
So now where are you from? Which English?
I'm a senior drama teacher in Florida School, but I also usually on my teaching as a senior drama teacher in college school. And I mostly children. Clearly not an undergrad.
So where do you graduate?
No, I made a graduate school now at.
Oh, okay. 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 So which temple are you affiliated with now?
Cambridge Zen Center.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
common school.
Oh,
I
there's a,
also-
Yeah.
dropped out.
No, Anne Marie Mall was in class. She's the one who.
Yeah, all the color side.
She's a. No, we're actually. The only other CCC student right now is my best friend from America. She'll be in that class.
Sorry, I'm not trying to coordinating people.
I don't have a car since I'm working in the South.
Well, Wakefield is right on the creek. Maybe you're flying it.
Oh, yeah, I just.
Yeah. Yeah. My name is Christine, G10. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, this is a great. Well, I've been here, no, Mark and I, my husband and I, have been here. Well, actually, yes.
Right. A lot of times I come. On the weekends, and keep it.
But, yeah, and, we, maybe moving soon.
Beginner.
Oh,
That's okay, right.
They're buying the property in New Hampshire. It was only about a 15-minute here. Yeah, so.
Well, it's just kind of, so you know, the vow here, the start to the vow.
Temples are as much about it as the ones that
Right, it's in state.
Oh, yeah. I know, especially here.
I'll be true out of the other.
It's been a kind of a tough sell.
You bow.
Yeah, help somebody. Your person's
All over. There's I would say there's probably from April. But, Southern New Hampshire, some in Southern New Hampshire, some from closer to Boston.
Well, there's actually,
So, yeah, so
you can
kind of like all over, and then there are
pick a
people like
seat,
we
just like we're doing
broadcast,
that two chapters in.
online, and so there's always like someone from, sometimes we have to.
This is really interesting. It worked. I enjoyed
Basically,
yes, technology allows us to.
Yeah.
Cross barriers in ways that it's hard to think, it was hard to think about doing.
Yeah. Okay. Did you say 10:15? Okay. It's nice to meet you. Hello there. How are you doing? Good. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So, all right, well, grab a seat anyway. I think we're getting started in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, this is where you take your seat.
Wherever you're comfortable. And we made a special book for this service, the one up top. So you'll have a nice, easy time. Oh my God.
And the Romanized is this?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I think the program book actually has page numbers for everything.
Oh,
So.
good. During the last spell, she does. Good for the novice. I'll get you just, you stand in the corner, face the congregation, and bow, and the person applying vows. I forget to, and you just go up to the altar, and when you finish your business, let me go in the corner, bow, and you use the cold one, okay? I didn't check the red, did you?
Hello.
When I do the ordering, I'm gonna do it with me. Okay. That's gonna process the answers in. So just, yeah, when I started.
Hello.
I'm Joan.
Hi, I'm Christine.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We're gonna get started pretty quickly. Let's see, just leave your shoes here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I get in the clock between.
My camera series.
Okay.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on this very solemn and auspicious occasion. Today marks the departure from ordinary life to that of fully walking the path of the Dharma. Elizabeth and Charles have both determined that they will each enter the path to become a priest and will participate today in the Tokudo ceremony. To take Tokudo is the first step to become a priest in our tradition. In a time-honored sacred ritual, we will today shave their heads, give them the teachings on which this path is based, the robes and the wagesa, which is the garment of the Buddha. During the ceremony, Elizabeth and Charles will affirm their willingness to abandon their families and personal lives in order to become a priest engaged in learning and teaching the Dharma. These vows are specifically those which are taken with one specific master or teacher and mark the beginnings of a fairly long journey of discovery and training to become one who is deeply immersed in a path of service to the three treasures, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Of course, this does not mean they will no longer respect or honor their families or friends. It simply means that their focus must be directed to practice and study in order to their goals of ordination. The journey initiated here today is not an easy one, and it involves many sacrifices of time, of pleasure, of desire, of ease and comfort, and yes, of independence. Some have abandoned the journey because of the obstacles encountered along the way. The journey is long, and there may be times when it seems too great, too unreasonable, or too unclear. One may question one's sanity or resolve many along the way. It is important for these two individuals to always remember the reasons they undertook this journey. It is not for fortune or fame or glory. The sole purpose is to fulfill the mandate of our founder, Nichiren Shonin, to spread the Lotus Sutra in the latter age of degeneration. Nichiren Shonin said we should spare the spread or rest. When we think about the hardships he himself endured, it is difficult to compare the difficulties we may encounter to his continuous persecutions, assassination attempts, and the simple difficulties he endured of maintaining his life. As long as Elizabeth and CJ remember their purpose in their hearts, the journey will be well worth the effort. The causes they make today set the path for their future. Let us all endeavor to support and offer prayers for them along this journey. Let us now begin the ceremony. Namo Myoho Renge Kyo.
With reverence, we adore the great mandala, most venerable one, the perfect circle having never been revealed before Mapo. With reverence, we adore Shakyamuni Buddha, the great benefactor, the original teacher who attained Buddhahood in the remotest path. With reverence, we adore Tahoe Tathagata, who appeared in this world to bear witness to the truthfulness of Myoho Renge Kyo. With reverence, we adore the Buddhas of the worlds of the 10 directions in the past, present, and future, the emanations of the original Shakyamuni Buddha. With reverence, we venerate Jogyo, Anrugyo, Jogyo, Muengyo, and the other great bodhisattvas who appeared from underground, the disciples of the original Shakyamuni Buddha. With reverence, We venerate Manjushri, Hugen, Maitreya, Yakuo, Yakujo, Yuzen, Yoan, Kanan, and the other bodhisattvas. The disciples of either the historical Shakyamuni Buddha or of the Buddhas who have come from the other world. With reverence, we venerate the Shoten Zenjin, especially Mahabrahma, Sakra, the Shitano, Kishimojin, the 10 Raksasas, the Hachidai-ryo, Daikoku-ten, Dakini-ten, Benzai-ten, Marishi-ten, Yoken-bosatsu, and Agusho-reijin. We revere with reverence the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shonin, the founder of our order, the great leader of us who live in Mappo. With reverence, we venerate the 6 senior disciples, the 9 senior disciples, and the other disciples of Nichiren who contributed much to our order. May all venerable ones come to this place of enlightenment, see us with the eyes of your wisdom, and receive the savor of the Dharma out of your compassion towards us. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra, even once in thousands and millions of aeons, now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Sangha, the most excellent teaching of the great vehicles, very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounded is the Buddha's truth, expounding is the Buddha's essence, the letters composing the sutra are the Buddha's manifestation, just as being taught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are unaware of being so benefited, because infinite merits are accumulated in this sutra. We can expiate our past transgressions, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merits of this sutra. It does not matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe the sutra or slander it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent. Talk that is the present and future. May we and receive it, birth after birth, world after world. Oh, renge yo, ben ondai ni is unto Sangha Shami Here are a good woman and man, Ajo Druella and Kesho Griggs by name. They began to aspire to enlightenment years ago. Since then, they have been strenuously seeking enlightenment, making efforts to cut off the ties of relatives and to train themselves by the monastic rules. Now the opportunity has matured for them to wear the robe of the Dharma and to take the three refuges by the original Shakyamuni Buddha in the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma. Herewith, we celebrate their departure from the secular life by changing their names, first to Roen and his to Rujo. Renouncing the world is the beginning of the way to enlightenment. It is the first gate that leads to enlightenment. In order to enter the gate to the house of the Buddha, we should first have faith in him. In order to live in the house of the Buddha, we should first observe the precepts. Without the light of the precepts, we cannot pass the long night of ignorance. Without the vessel of the precepts, we cannot cross the great ocean of birth and death. The present Buddhas, as well as the past Buddhas, have attained perfect enlightenment by renouncing the world. So will the future Buddhas. All the Bodhisattvas of the worlds of the 10 directions observe the precepts in order to train themselves. Now this good woman and man wish to have their hair and robe purified, to become a disciple of the Buddha, and to see their seed of Buddhahood ripened in their next lives. May the original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha, the 4 great kings of the Dharma, and the great Bodhisattva Nichiren, the founder of our order, who contributed much to our order, come to this place of enlightenment, accept the vows of these Shami with compassion, bear witness to their right of their taking refuge in the 3 treasures, and have them fulfill their vows in their present lives and also in the lives to come. Our founder, Nichiren Shonin, gave us instructions in his writing, Kaimokusho. To be filial is to be high. Heaven is high, but not any higher than being filial. To be filial also means to be deep. The earth is deep, but is not any deeper than being filial. Those sages and wise men also come from filial devotion. How much more should students of Buddhism realize the favors they receive and repay them? Disciples of the Buddha should not fail to feel gratitude for the four favors and repay them. May I shave your hair?
Yes, you may.
Very well. Be permanent in this world. Leave the secular life and proceed to nirvana. You are exceptional. You are beyond ordinary men's comprehension. Devote yourself to the great world honored one. Eliminate the suffering in the triple world. Vow to guide all living beings to partake of the joy of the changeless world. Leave the form of the laity. Stop praying and have no partiality to anyone. Leave home and propagate the sacred way. Vow to save all living beings.
Go renge kyo, yorai juro, handai juro, niji butsugo shobo sasugyu, saidai shusho sennan shi no to shin. Toshi go rai shudo to jinshin de go rai jotai shi go bubu go shorai shu go rai go shin de go rai jotai shi go zei go sasakai shu gi roko i shu ma shu yaku mitsu na se san
Shami
san, yakuju sen, chigi gi setsu gedan, jiga toku bitsurai, shokyo shoko shubu yo yaku senman, yaku saya sogi jose tokyo ke mushu akushu jogo duo bitsu go nirai du yoko ido shujo ko hoben gen ne an ni bitsu bitsu go joju shi seppo ga joju o shi isho jinzu riki go tendo shujo suiga Shuken ga metsu go koku yo shari gen kai en mo nisho katsu go shin shujo ki shin boku shuchi jiki yu an ni shin yaku ken butsu fuji shaku shin ro ji ga yu shu so ku shitsu go ju sen ga ji go shu Chosai Shiho Hetsu Hiro Ben Niki Kogen Nu Hetsu Hu Hetsu Yo Koku Shujo Kugyo Shin Yo Shagaru O Ichu Isetsu Mujo O Shi Tani Ga Metsu no Gaken Sho Shujo Metsu Zai O Kukai Koku Genshin Ryo Katsu Go Ringo Shin Renbo Nai Shitsu Isepo Jinzu Riki no Se O Aso Giko Josai Roju Sen Yuyo Shoju Sho Shujo Kinko Jinai Ka Sho Shoji Gashi Go Anan Zen Ninjo on Rin Shoyo Kakushu O Shohan Hoju Kake Kashu Do Shoyu Gakusho Tengaku Tenku Josa Shuki Gaku Manda Ake San Yotsu Yurai Shu Gajo Do Kuki Nishu Kensho Shin Ruku Shoku No Gyose Shitsuju Hanse Shosai Shujo Yakugo Ingen Aso Kiko Uman Sambo Myo Sho Shuku Gaku Wa Shichi Jiki Saso Kai Kenga Shinzai Shiri Seppo Wakuchi Shi Shu Setsu Butsu Ju Yo Kunai Kenbu Shai Setsu Butsu Nanchi Gashi Riki no Se Eko Sho Mu Yo Ju Yo Mushu Koku Shu Go Sho Toku Yo To Shiko Jitsu Zai Ni Gon Shi Gu no Seko Iban Tu Tendo Jitsu Zai Ni Gon Hetsu Ijo Kenga Kogi Shokyo Shi Shin O Itsu Jaku Go Yaku Dao Akudo Shu Gajo Shi Shujo Gyo Do Ru Gyo Do Zi O Shoka Do Ise Shuju O Rai Ji Sa Se
Until you attain Buddhahood, will you keep the wonderful precepts given by the original Shakyamuni Buddha? Yes, I will. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Until you attain Buddhahood, will you keep the great mandala revealed by the original Shakyamuni Buddha? Yes, I will. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Until you attain Buddhahood, will you keep the Odaimoku founded by the original Shakyamuni Buddha? Yes, I will. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. This sutra was expounded by the original Shakyamuni Buddha, the world-honored one. The Tathagata appeared in this world for the purpose of expounding this sutra. This sutra saves all of us who live in the age of Mappo. The great Bodhisattva Nichiren, the founder of our order, acted according to this sutra. The wonderful teaching of the one vehicle, which is expounded in this sutra, eliminates all wrong views that have been or ever shall be proclaimed. This sutra aims at transforming the world into the true world, that is the world of eternal tranquil light, by uniting all living beings.
This is the robe of liberation. There is no other kind of robe. Excellent. This robe is a source of true happiness. Wear this, practice according to the precepts, and save all living beings.
These beads represent Shakyamuni Buddha, Taho Nyorai, the four great bodhisattvas from underground, our master Nichiren Shonin, and the path of the one vehicle. Please always protect them and keep them pure. Forthwith, I bestow upon you the Dharma name, Rujo. Forthwith, I bestow upon you the name, Roen. From now on, you will cooperate with me in transmitting the wonderful Dharma to posterity, generation after generation.
I never felt tired in body and mind because I was thinking of the wonderful Dharma. I sought the great Dharma strenuously because I wished to save all living beings. I did not wish to benefit myself or to have the pleasures of the five desires.
Those who come to this teacher of the Dharma will be able to complete the way of bodhisattvas quickly. Those who follow him and study will be able to see as many Buddhas as there are sands in the river Ganges.
We cannot cut off the bonds of love and affection insofar as we transmigrate in the triple world. To enter the changeless world by disregarding the favors we have been given by our relatives is the true way of repaying them.
Renge-kyo, Chapter 27, King Wonderful Adornment as the previous life of a bodhisattva. The mother said to them, show some wonders to your father out of your compassion towards him. If he sees the wonders, he will have his mind purified and allow us to go to the Buddha. Thereupon the two sons ran up to to the sky 7 times as high as the Kala tree, and displayed various wonders because they were thinking of their Father. They walked through sand and reclined in the sky, and they issued water from their upper parts of their bodies and fire from the lower parts, and they issued water from the lower parts of their bodies and fire from the upper parts, and they became giants large enough to fill the sky, became dwarfs and became giants again. Then they discovered from the sky and suddenly appeared on the earth, and they dived into the earth just as into water and stepped on the surface of water just as on the earth, and they went up to the sky and stayed there by displaying these various wonders. They purified the mind of their Father, that is of the King, and caused him to understand the Dharma by seeing these wonders displayed by the supernatural powers of his sons. The Father had the greatest joy that he had ever had. He joined his hands together to force his son, staying in the sky, and said, "Who is your teacher? Whose disciples are you?" The two sons said, "Great King, Unai Anshu Kechi Buddha, who is now sitting on the seat of the Dharma under the holy tree of the sacred treasures, is expounding the sutra of the lotus power of the wonderful Dharma to all the gods and men of the world. He is our teacher, we are his disciples." The Father said to them, "I also wish to see your teacher. I will go with you." Thereupon the two sons descended from the sky, came to their mother, joined their hands together, and said to her, "Our Father the King has now understood the Dharma by faith. He is now able to aspire for Anantara Sangha Sambodhi." Our founder, Nichiren Shonin, gave us instructions in his writing, Shoji Sosho. Have faith in the great mandala goans on the most venerable one in the world. Endeavor to strengthen your faith so that you may be blessed with the protective powers of all Buddhas. Pursue the twofold path, practice and study. Without practicing and studying, there is no Buddhism. Follow these yourself and influence others to do the same. Study and practice come from faith. Even if only a word or a phrase, spread it to others. Namu Myo Renge Kyo, Namu Myo Renge Kyo, Namu Myo Renge Kyo, Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Those who like we now offer incense to the Lady of Providence. Namu, Namu, Namu Soul. Here in the presence of Shakyamuni Buddha, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren, and other venerable ones of the three treasures, we celebrate the rite of initiating these novices who have just started on their way to enlightenment. May this newly initiated daughter and son of the Buddha strenuously seek enlightenment, remain untouched by the bonds of the world, follow Nichiren's instructions that we should sacrifice leisure and sleeping time for our studies, make themselves a receptacle for the wisdom of the Buddha, correctly contemplate the Dharma, inherit the orthodox lineage of the Dharma transmitted from the Buddha without deviation, take pride in being a disciple of the original Shakyamuni Buddha, promote Nichiren's ideal of establishing peace in the world by the right teachings of the Buddha, persevere in the face of difficulties with compassion towards others, and help propagate the wonderful Dharma throughout the world without endearing her or his life. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Sentient beings are innumerable. I vow to save them all. Our defilements are inexhaustible. I vow to quench them all. The Buddha's teachings are immeasurable. I vow to know them all. The way of the Buddha is unexcelled. I vow to attain the path sublime. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. With reverence, take refuge in Buddha. May all beings truly know the great way. Strive for enlightenment. Take refuge in Dharma. May all beings enter sutras, wisdom stands take refuge in Sangha. May all living beings create one Sangha with no interference.
And would everyone join me in chanting O Daimoku one time? I've had months to think about what I wanted to say here today, and I have spent quite some time thinking about what I am doing and how I got to this point. So what am I doing? How did I get here of all places? Before I stumbled on Buddhism and the teachings of the Lotus Sutra, it was like I was trying to put together a jigsaw puzzle upside down. As soon as someone pointed out to me that there was a picture on the other side, things started to slowly fall into place for me. I spent the evening last night reflecting on the person that I was when I began my practice a little over 3 years ago. When I first came to this Sangha, it was a random Tuesday morning the week before Valentine's Day. I was heavy, I was sick, and I was depressed. And that time, I had no idea that summoning the strength to ignore my anxiety, fighting the urge to just stay in bed would be something that would totally change my life. I realize now that simply crossing this door for the first time was in and of itself a minor miracle. I stood around the corner for about 10 minutes and seriously thought about just going home, but I didn't. I don't really know what I was looking for. I guess I was hoping that someone would talk to me in Japanese. Instead, I found that I was ready to hear the Dharma, and I found someone who would be able to help me learn how to help myself. I learned that there's something that I can do about it, and that I can figure things out. I have undoubtedly received innumerable benefits, even though I did not at first seek them. I have found a place to trade despair for hope. I have found people who understand and support me. I have found a place where I belong and where my goals and ideals are not at odds with the way I lead my life or the people that I walk the path with. I decided pretty early on in my career as a Buddhist that I wanted to become a Shami, but at first I saw only obstacles and ran the same tired excuses through my head over and over. I struggled with feeling that, like the poor son in the Lotus Sutra, that I was unworthy of following the path of the Dharma. Here in this place, I found people who have challenged me to grow and to become the person that you see standing here now, because they disagreed with how I saw myself. I talked with an old friend last night, and he asked me if I had any regrets or any hesitations. At this point, I think I am strong enough to be able to go out and lead a happy, normal lay life, but I honestly cannot imagine taking any other action. I don't think it would be possible to go back to how things used to be, and I do not want to. There are some things in life that we do not get to choose. We do not get to choose our families or the circumstances of our births. We do not get to choose our talents, and we do not get to choose who we love. What we do get to choose is how we are going to approach each day and what we are going to dedicate our lives to. So what am I doing? By shaving my head in these robes, I am choosing compassion over anger. I am choosing charity over greed. And I am choosing the search for wisdom over complacency in ignorance. In closing, one of the most important things I have found here is my voice. And I would like to use it to say thank you to everyone who has supported me up to this point. and to all those who will undoubtedly continue to help me in the future. I did not get here by myself, and I swear that I will finish what I have started here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please join me in chanting the Daimoku 3 times.
Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo.
Please, everyone, join me in chanting Daimoku one time. So that's going to be hard to follow. So for a while now, I've been trying to compose something to read at this event. Starting Friday, I started about 5 or 6 different drafts, and I hated every single one of them. So pondered jokes, anecdotes, doctrinal questions, pretty much anything. I felt that the personal stories that I've wanted to tell to illustrate a point really cut the mustard. So I guess I'll just start very simply. I need to say thank you to my parents who are watching online for bringing me into this world and raising me. I need to say thank you to my new Dharma family for bringing me to kinship with them and initiating me into Buddhist way. I need to say thank you to our nation and government for creating a place where we can freely exercise our religious preference in this town. I need to say thank you to society and all of you present for helping to elicit the causes that helped me to see the reasons in our country for me to start training on the Buddhist path. Most of all, I need to thank the Eternal Buddha for expounding the Lotus Sutra, the teaching that has brought all of us to this nexus of compassion. Isn't that kind of a strange term, nexus of compassion? One teaching, the Lotus Sutra, preached by the savior of our world, the Eternal Shakyamuni Buddha, managed to impress itself on enough people, directly or indirectly, that it has brought all of us here. The Lotus Sutra manifested in everyday life is a great gift. It results in a way of living that is constantly mindful. It helps us to bring out compassion and do acts of loving kindness that we would otherwise not have thought about. Speaking of which, I need to thank Max Calderwood. He's the president of our Sangha, and he is the one that first brought me to this temple after a very strained argument with my family. A few days after Christmas, he brought me here on New Year's 3 years ago, and I didn't really think of it, much of it at the time. I came back the next year and expressed my vow to Shami to take novice vows and become Shami. But Max's simple act of compassion and loving kindness is what inspired someone as unlikely as me to take vows to start on the path to the priesthood and to begin aspiring for Buddhahood in a full-time and unrepentant way, unrepentant of the shame that I felt for so long for things that I could not help. So at this point, I'm supposed to list off my wannabe resume that I'll have in about 10 years. But I just want to keep it simple. Well, it's true that I have been accepted to Harvard Divinity School, which is something I really still can't believe because I'm not that bright. I'm just incredibly stubborn. I've also got a long road ahead of me before I see large, real-life manifestations that I made. While I aim to grow to become the major center of Nichiren Shu for the East Coast, I also think that this won't happen overnight. I want to bring in more people from every background, economic, ethnic, national, racial, gender-wise, and according to their sexual orientation. However, we won't do this just by advertising or spreading the Dharma by word of mouth or living it in our everyday lives, though these are our principal ways. Spreading it has to come from the last thing that I mentioned, living the Dharma in our everyday lives. The best thing to do is to follow the example of our Sangha president, Max Calderwood, and Jofukyo and Nichiren and the eternal Shakyamuni Buddha, and continuously sow seeds of Buddhahood through constant acts of compassion and loving kindness, grounded in the exhortation from the eternal Buddha that all beings, sentient and non-sentient, will one day attain the enlightenment of the Buddha. Please chant Ode Moku with me 3 times. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo.
Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
We actually do,
Oh,
we're gonna take a
group
photo.
photo?
Yeah, first we'll take the ministers.
Okay.
Do this. Jan, I'm sorry. Joan.
Where do you want me?
I just need to put this here.
Alright.
That's a slight issue. You two over here. You behind me. Yes.
Sure. You can do this. While I'm doing this, you're welcome to. Anything else wants to stick around? So, serious Japanese. Because
I'm not gonna take it, Jack.
smile. Don't smile. Don't blink. Don't blink. Don't blink. Now again. Sincere smile.
Okay. Now we need everybody else to get a picture.
Everybody else, if you want to join in the behind,
Get behind here.
maybe. If you-
You're here. Yeah, you're here. Jump in.
I didn't invite you for you to sit in the back, Stu.
Who wants to?
I think that's almost in the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to go to the other side, just it's more balanced. Yeah, because no, Stu, if you could just that side. Just because it's even then.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Sorry to move over there. Smile.
Somebody's coming out of the bathroom.
Come on. I'm just from
Say it. Get a real camera.
Shizu.
Cheers.
Happy Tokudo, everyone. I don't remember their names now. Frankie, you would have. Come on.
Switch over.
Yeah, there you go. Smile, everybody. Oh, the iPhone. Things. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So lunch will be ready in about half an hour. Okay, time to set up the table so we can feed you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to take a program?
Yeah.